Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Mindfulness Monday. Welcome, welcome. So there's a story about a Zen master and his student. I may not be quoting it correctly, but the message is still the same. A Zen master was with his student, and they were shooting bow and arrows, archery. The master asked his student, "What's your goal?" He said, "To hit the bullseye." The master asked him, "So your only goal is to reach the bullseye? That's your target?" He said, "Yes. My target is to hit the center. I want to hit the bullseye." The Zen master then stepped back and looked at it and asked him again. He said, "Sometimes what we focus on as to what our goals are, we miss the message. Instead of focusing on the bullseye and focusing on hitting the middle of the circle as your actual goal, the goal is to become who you need to become in order to hit your target." Again, sometimes we aim and we have specific goals on one thing. This is what I'm wanting to get done. We don't realize that the goal of hitting that target and completing that next step and getting that thing is not the actual goal. The goal is who you are having to become in order to reach that actual target. So I'm wondering, what is it in your life that you're feeling like is a goal of yours, and who do you have to become in order to get there? I ask that because a lot of different things that I've done in my life, I may say that I want to go back to school, but going back to school and getting that degree isn't the goal. Who I became while I was in school, that's what I needed to become in order to reach those next goals. Y'all hear me? Again, welcome to Mindfulness Monday. So who do you need to become in order to get the best out of yourself? Who do you need to become in order to get peace in your household or peace in your relationship? Who do you need to become in order to get or to gain just certain levels of respect when it comes to things that you're doing, or have more clarity and understanding with what you're doing in your life? Who do you have to become? It may be you needing to become more patient. It may be you needing to become a little bit more still, a little bit more understanding, a little bit more intentional with your thinking. Who do you have to become? Do you have to become a little more disciplined? Who do you have to become? So the challenge that I want to offer y'all tomorrow, what is one thing that you can do to reach one goal? Let's keep it small. What is one thing that you can do to reach that goal? So let's just say your goal is to be a better partner. Not taking your partner out or buying them something, but who can you become in order to get that better relationship when it comes to your partnership? Not what can they do. Who can you become? Can you become a person that listens more? Can you become a person that doesn't respond and isn't so reactive? Can you be a person that affirms and lets them know that you're here for them no matter what it is? Who do you need to become? If you have a goal with yourself, if you're wanting to just do better, if you're wanting to have more peace within your day, I'm going to just keep it at something as small as peace, which is a big thing. So if you're wanting to have a sense of peace within your day, how can you create that? Who can you become? So let's just say if your schedule is already tight and you have to wake up early, go right to work, I challenge you to set your alarm maybe 30 minutes earlier. That way you can have some quiet time. You can create the peace that you wish to receive. A lot of times we wait on opportunities to just present themselves to us. I like to say you have to make the opportunity. You have to make the time. So who do you have to become? If you know that let's just say you want to, switch up some stuff in your house is not serving you well. Not keeping the focus on the goal being I want a new house. Who can you become in the process until you get to that new house? Thank you again. Welcome to Mindfulness Monday. The question is, who are you needing to become in order to reach some of your goals? And let's just keep it small. If you have a goal of wanting to save some money, It's not saving money that is the goal, but you becoming more disciplined in your spending. That's the goal. So I want us to just not look so much into the future or look so much into what I want to have, what I want to get, how I want to get there. I want this new car. I want this new thing. I want this relationship. I want these things. That ain't your goal. That ain't your target. Who do you need to be in order to get that? That's your target. Target being your best self. Target becoming who you're wanting to attract. Target becoming what you're wanting to welcome into your life. If you're wanting peace, practice becoming peaceful. Now, hear me? Again, if you're just getting on here, I'm going to just recap you. A Zen master was at an archery class with his student. Archery is bow and arrows. The bow and arrow, or the actual bullseye, was set up on a tree. Okay? The Zen master asked the student, "What's your goal?" The student said, "I want to hit the bullseye. I want to hit the center. I want to reach bullseye." He asked him again, "What's your goal? What's your target? What are you aiming for?" "I want to hit the bullseye." The Zen master asked him again, and then he answered him and said, "Sometimes the target that we are aiming for, the goal that we are reaching for, is not the actual goal. The goal is asking yourself, who did you have to become in order to even hit that bullseye?" He had to become patient. He had to become present. He had to be mindful. He had to become still. He had to become skillful. He had to become disciplined. So again, if you have goals that you're wanting to reach in your relationships, in your personal life, who are you needing to become in order to get there? If your kids wake up with you in the morning and you feel that you don't have enough time in your day to pour into yourself as well as your children, who do you have to become in order to create this space? You may have to become a person that gets up a little bit earlier than your kids do so that you can create the space that you want. Hello, hello, and again, welcome to Mindfulness Monday. I hope you guys are having an amazing Monday. I hope that no one is stealing your joy. I hope that we are finding ways to get more grounded, more tuned into this moment right here, right now, when everything's around us outside of who we are is not serving us. Meaning, if I'm being disturbed and distracted by everything that's happening around me that's outside of my being, let me get still. How do you get still? How do you practice being mindful when you feel like chaos is happening everywhere around you? You take a moment with yourself to check in. First, you feel where your feet are. Literally, tune in. Where are my feet? Okay, my feet right here. I feel my big toes. I feel my toes. I don't know the other one's names. I feel all of my toes all the way across to my pinky toes. I feel them. I feel the soles of my feet. I feel my heels. So where am I? I'm right here. Right here in this moment right now. Not where anxiety is trying to pull me. Not where stress is trying to have me. Not where depression lives. But where am I? In my feet. Once you feel yourself in your feet, just connect with your breath. Consciously breathing, listening to the sound of your breath. Taking your mind back to feeling where your feet are. Connecting with the senses that you have always. What do I hear? What do I see? What can I smell? What can I feel? What can I taste? Once you connect to your senses, again, where are my feet? They're right here. So if my feet are right here, my mind don't need to be in tomorrow. If my feet are right here, my mind doesn't need to be worried about anything that's too calm. You hear me? The only thing that you need to be worried about is right now. Being in your right now. And again, how do you be in right now? You connect with your breath. So I want y'all to just check in with yourself. How do you check in with yourself? Ask yourself, how am I feeling? Am I good? What's on my mind? Where are my thoughts? Why are they there? Why am I worried about having money? Why am I worried about getting this done, and it's 9:09 on a Monday night. There's nothing, absolutely nothing that can be done about it in this moment. So since there's absolutely nothing that can be done about it in this moment, guess what? Excuse me worries, excuse me fear, excuse me doubts, excuse me anxiety, excuse me depression, excuse any person, place, or thing that is not serving you peace and who you are in this exact moment right now. Check in with yourself. Feel where your feet are. Affirm yourself. Tell yourself something nice. Tell yourself, I got this. Tell yourself all is well. Because it is. Everything always works itself out. Okay? Again, I hope you guys are having an amazing night. If you are not having an amazing night, it's not too late. It's never too late to start again. It's never too late to begin again. So right where you are, feeling where your feet are, begin again. You take a deep breath and you reset your night. Absolutely. I'm so glad that you received it. Take what you can, apply it, leave the rest. If all of it applies to you, welcome it all in. But again, for Mindfulness Monday, the message for tonight is, who are you needing to become in order to welcome in all that you're wanting to receive in your life? So it's already late tonight, but tomorrow is always coming, okay? We don't have to worry about it. But what is one thing that you can do to incorporate into your tomorrow that will get you one step closer to your goals? Not the goal being that job I want, not your goal being a loving relationship, not your goal being the best parent, but the goal of who you are needing to become in order to be that goal that you're wanting to attract or receive. So if that goal is a job, what am I needing to do? Who am I needing to become in order for me to be who I want to be at that job? Do I need patience? I practice patience all day. Meaning if you get at a red light, sit there. Don't question it. Don't get mad. Don't try to swerve lanes. Sit there and you breathe. You look around, you look at some new trees, and you just be, okay? If you're in a line, don't get out the line and try to go to another one that's shorter. You practice patience with yourself all day. And that's how you retrain your mind to become the person that you're needing to be in order to reach that goal that you have. Y'all hear me? Are y'all hearing me? If you have kids and you want to become a better parent, if you want to be more understanding with your children, who are you needing to become in order to be that better parent? So if your kids are all over the place, okay, let me create structure in my life so that I can create structure in theirs. Let me create discipline in my life so that I can create discipline in theirs. Let me create order in my life by scheduling something out for myself so that I can create and schedule something out for them. Whatever that may be. Again, if you're wanting to be a better listener in your relationship, a better partner, instead of buying them something or gifting or trying to feed into their love language, who do you need to become in order to be that best person for your partner? Why don't you practice loving on yourself? Why don't you practice taking that time for yourself? Take that time actually listening to the needs that your body is telling you that you have, tuning into the needs and your to-do list and all of the things that your life is telling you that you need to handle. That way, when you get into the space of your partner, you have a little bit more to give them. Why is that? Because you've checked in with you. Okay? So check in with yourself. Don't just open your eyes in the morning and just roll into your day and just allow life to happen to you. What if you actually had your hands in it and could create some of the things that's going to happen within your day, such as patience, such as discipline, meaning, okay, before I go to bed, I said I'm going to go to the store tomorrow, or I said I'm going to do this tomorrow. Actually checking it off your list. Again, who are you needing to become in order to reach the goals that you have? Because the goal is not the actual target. You're the target. It's you. You're the work. You're the aim. And everything else that you touch after you've become, y'all hear me? It's just a result of who you had to become. That's not your target. That's not your goal. You're the target. You're the goal. Become. Okay? So if anyone is trying to steal your joy tonight, shake that off. If anybody is texting you, furthermore, or more importantly, if you're scrolling and you don't get peace, patience, respect, love down your timeline, log out. Change the channel because it's not resonating with how you like to feel. If people are coming to you and calling you with negativity and trying to just drop that off, excuse me, not tonight. I don't have space for that. Don't take any more phone calls. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. It's not selfish. It's called self-care. Okay? It's called boundaries. So check in with yourself. Check in with yourself. If you haven't watched any of the other Mindfulness Monday videos, the message for all last month was F3. Just like the keyboard have the functions at the top, F1, F2, F3. F3 represents first, forward, focus, meaning whenever you feel yourself giving to other people and you haven't even checked in with yourself, oh no, me first, forward, focus, F3. People may think I'm crazy, but I walk through my day saying F3 aloud. If somebody's calling me or somebody's texting me and it's not resonating with what I need in my space at the time, I say, oh, F3. Check that off. Me first, forward focus. So check in with yourself. Come up with one thing that you're wanting to get done in your day for tomorrow. Only one. Only one thing. Once you have that one thing that you know you want to get done for tomorrow, again, don't make that one thing be the goal or your target. But ask yourself, who do I need to become in order to reach what I say is my goal? Okay? And if anybody is stealing your joy, shake that off. Excuse them. If it's yourself, if you're talking down to yourself, if you're telling yourself that you ain't nothing, you ain't going to be nothing, you ain't got nothing, you don't deserve nothing, excuse yourself. Shake that off. And you tell yourself something that you're proud of, even if it's something small, you celebrate those things and you focus on that. The rest of that mess, excuse me, it's not serving me peace tonight. Okay? I'm glad you received it. I'm glad y'all hear me because I love to hear the feedback because otherwise I feel like I'm on here just running my mouth. Okay? Y'all have any questions, any comments, any concerns, anything that you would like to hear about, anything that you are wanting to, just anything. I'm open. Okay? But other than that, y'all have an amazing rest of y'all night. Before you tune into the needs of anybody else, meaning another scroll, meaning another person that's in your space, in your physical atmosphere, take a little 30 seconds to check in with yourself to ask yourself, how am I feeling? Do I have space for this? Have I checked in with myself in order to even talk to anybody else? Have I fed myself, bathed myself, meaning have I tuned into my mental, my physical, my emotional well-being for myself? If you have not, you ain't got nothing for nobody. Go take care of yourself, okay? So y'all have an amazing night.